What's up gamers, Citron here. Today we'll dive into my ultimate beginner guide for SPT. It's finally time. SPT aka Superball just released in Russia. For EU and NA people we still must wait a little bit more though for the full release, but for now we're good with Superball. This guide will help you to get started as a complete beginner, but also provides you good knowledge even if you're a pre-season player. So stick around and you will learn a thing or two. The core gameplay loop is actually pretty simple in this game. This game looks and plays like a soccer game, but there's one little addition in the gameplay mechanics. But it's similar to like how basketball works. If you catch yourself shooting inside this 2-point line, your score will be valued 1 point. If you score anything outside this 2-point line, it will reward you with 2 points. So let's get started with the in-game settings. I've already created a comprehensive settings guide that I will link you on the top right and in the description. I would recommend going to that video first and then come back to this video once you finished it. But if you don't want to waste any more time, I quickly will display my settings, and so yeah, feel free to copy them and change anything you want to your liking. Let's shortly talk about the guidebook. There's an in-game tool that will show you the most basic things. If you want, you can browse through that a little bit, but we will cover the most important parts in this video anyway. If you just opened the game for the first time and found yourself a bit overwhelmed by the array of characters, don't worry. Whether you played similar games before and kinda already know what you're looking for, or you're just simply choosing a character that caught your eye, this section will help you to understand the 3 main roles in SPT: forward, midfield and goalkeeper. As a forward in SPT, your primary role is to put points on the scoreboard and be the driving force of your team's offense. Most forwards are known for their high mobility abilities and a small punch hitbox, which means they can punch fast but at the cost of hitbox size. Since the abilities of each character are very unique, the playstyle can vary a bit, from hyper offense with little to no defense abilities like Murphy, to something more balanced like a Blade who can play offense and defense well. One standout choice for beginners is Pi, who currently ranks among the best characters in the game. His flexibility and speed enable him for fast rotations on the field. His main ability, which fully revolves around his stamina, is his dash that allows him to make fast maneuvers. If you can master stamina control, you can dominate the field with Pi. He has good scoring potential, especially when using his dash combined with a punch to excel its speed, but also dribbling is very strong on Pi. His ultimate ability has strong 2-pointer potential, especially in low elo. If paired with your teammate's utility, it also can work in higher matchmaking. It's also one of the best defensive ults in the entire game. You can stop entire plays with it and get back ball position when played correctly. I won't go too deep into advanced stuff in this guide, but I will cover each character and other advanced strategies in other videos. But for now, let's stick to the basics. In the midfield role, your primary focus is to support your team in both offense and defense. Most of these characters have a strong punch with a bigger hitbox, making them excellent defenders. You want to focus on intercepting passes, preventing clear shots on goal and setting up plays. Generally speaking, as a midfielder, your goal should be to pressure opponents in the midfield before they can set up a play, and helping out your goalie in the 2-point area so your enemies can't get a clear shot on the net. You want to create space for your forward and help work your way up the field with your abilities and passing. In my opinion, the midfield role is the hardest position out of all 3, since you always need to find the right moment to find an opening to set up a play. Also pressuring the opponents enough, while at the same time the need of knowing how to not overcommit so your enemies don't get an easy 1v1 against your goalkeeper. In this position, the characters also vary in their playstyle, similar to the forward role. They mostly have some sort of crowd control or buffs and debuffs, so knowing your character well is crucial to get as much value out of this position. By the way, roles aren't fixed. This means you could even play a goalkeeper in the midfield if you know how to utilize the character correctly. For beginners, a solid choice is Pink, although officially listed as a forward. Pink's kit is straightforward and easy to learn and offers strong defensive tools. Main ability, the color cannon, allows you to stop attackers from medium range, making it perfect for zone and man coverage. You can use it for rebounds, back passes along the sides and long range passes. And its high accuracy and shot power offers good scoring potential as well. Pink's ultimate ability can stun opponents and knock them if they stand inside the laser, which forces the enemy team to use items or trade ultimates to stop you if they want to secure the play. Goalkeepers play a unique and sometimes underrated role. It may seem you're just there for blocking shots, but there's so much more to it. This position requires precision, timing and a deep understanding of each character's abilities. It's a mental game, and if you enjoy strategic play and like a little bit of adrenaline rush, this role might be perfect for you. Similar to midfielders, your aim is to bait opponents, giving your teammates opportunities to reposition and create plays. If you can deliver precise long-range passes, you provide valuable support to your forwards in setting up plays. So far, goalkeepers all have a strong punch with a big hitbox, similar to most midfielders. If you're looking to start as a goalkeeper, R47 is a solid choice. R4 offers a relatively straightforward learning curve. His AoE knock-up on his down smash is strong for defending most shots that are coming towards your net. The down smash also stuns nearby enemies, which will give you some time to regain control. R47's ultimate is a powerful defensive tool, not only because it has a really large hitbox, which almost is a guaranteed save, but it also can cleanse any type of CC when activated. This ult can also be used offensively to score 2-pointers to its low cast time and high velocity. Surprisingly, even experienced players can struggle to defend against this. In conclusion, the goalkeeper position is not only about saving goals, but also about strategic maneuvering. You need to understand all the characters so you know what's coming at you. Reading your opponents is also very crucial. If you welcome the challenge and the thrill of defending a net, this role might be the perfect fit for you. Next, let's look at the gameplay for a bit. I will split this into perfect punching, number passing, and manual passing. So let's hop into training mode and stand in front of a wall and practice perfect punch. You already learned this mechanic in the tutorial. I hope you didn't skip that because
That's not good.
what? The perfect punch mechanic will work on all characters and will improve your shooting and passing accuracy. In general, characters with a fast punch, for example Pi or Murphy, have perfect accuracy even if you don't perfect punch. While on characters with a strong punch, for example Lang or Ariel, the ball gets inaccurate when not timed correctly. The shot correction will only apply if your camera is facing inside a roughly 130-degree angle in front of your character. Other than that, the ball will always get directed in the way your character is facing. Next, let's take a closer look at the mechanics of passing, a crucial aspect of SPT gameplay. In this section, we'll explore the two primary passing methods, number passing and manual passing. Number passing is a core mechanic that allows you to pass to your teammates in a given curve. Allowing for precise passes, it's an efficient way to coordinate plays and maintain control of the ball. Manual passing offers a more dynamic and creative approach to moving the ball. It relies on your timing and accuracy to deliver passes to your teammates. Manual passes can be used for various strategic plays. Choosing between number and manual passing. The decision if you want to use number passing or manual passing depends fully around the game situation and your playstyle. So here's a breakdown of when each method might be more suitable. Number passing benefits. Number passes are excellent for maintaining a structured offense, especially when your opponents are relatively close. You can control the curve of the pass based on where your character is facing, which will help you find a way around approaching defenders. Number passes are a great way to move your way up the field, but you have to take into account that number passes can be intercepted quite easily when your teammate is covered. So positioning and controlling the curve here is crucial. Manual passing advantages. Manual passes offer a faster paced gameplay style and are less predictable than number passes. They allow for creativity and unconventional plays, such as backboard passes or direct passes to a teammate, who then can use the abilities like a color cannon from Ping or double tap from Lang. Not only are manual passes super effective, but I can tell you if you hit these kind of shots, it's really satisfying. Ultimately, your choice between number and manual passes comes down on the situation on the field. But same thing again, I will do a full video on passing as well. So now let us talk about resource management, covering stamina, ultimates, items and energy pads. Effective resource management is a key to success in SPT. First, let's talk about stamina. Always keep an eye on your stamina bar and only sprint if you really have to. Try to have something in reserve for crucial moments. Imagine you're sprinting from your corner up the field with only like half of your stamina bar left. This could lead you into having no stamina at all when an enemy approaches. Ensure you always have some stamina in reserve to allow yourself to execute any necessary actions to maintain ball possession, or rotate or help out in defense. For goalkeepers though, you don't have to worry too much about stamina. Next we have items. Items play a more significant role than you might think. They can be essential in both scoring goals and preventing opponents from doing so. However, you're limited in the number of items you can use during a game, so it's crucial to not waste them randomly. While items do respawn, everyone will fight for them at the given time. Knowing the respawn timers and positioning yourself strategically near item spawns will give you a strong advantage. Items generally spawn between the goalkeeper box and the 2-point line. They appear at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then again at the 1 minute mark. So there are 2 item spawns per game. They spawn on both sides, which means you will get a total of 4 item respawns. Also note that items won't spawn in overtime. On the start of the game, everyone has full charges on the items. Remember, you can't collect an item if you have max stacks, so consider either wasting a charge to prevent your opponents from obtaining them, and also communicate with your team to know who gets prior over the next item. You can take a look at the items in the item section in the main menu. I won't cover every single item in this guide for the sake of the length of the video. Again, I also will make a video on that topic as well. Then we have ultimates. Ultimates are your trump cards. Depending on your character, ultimates can offer high scoring potential, strong defensive capabilities, or help to support your team. Don't rush to use your ultimate as soon as it's available. Instead, aim to synchronize it with your teammates for combo plays, or use it when you're under intense pressure or if you want to create space. But also don't sleep on it. They typically have reasonable cooldowns and can be recharged faster with energy pads, which we'll cover in the next point. Lastly, energy pads restore a small amount of stamina if you collect them, but more important, they will charge up your ultimate meter a little bit. Pads spawn initially at the map corners and then in the midfield, following a rotation. They reappear every 30 seconds, or you shouldn't camp those pads, but make it a habit to grab them whenever you're nearby or when the team has ball possession and you can go for it. In some team compositions you actively try to farm them, but that's also another topic for another video. That's a wrap. I hope you gained some valuable insights from this video. As mentioned before, I'm currently working on more advanced guides covering characters, rotations, positioning, and much more. If you want to see more SBT content, here you can click on another video of what the algorithm thinks fits best for you, or browse through my channel playlist if you want to look into stuff more specifically. If you enjoyed this content, please drop a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Also let me know which topic interests you most so I can take in consideration what the community wants to see next. You can also check out my Twitch, perhaps you can catch me streaming SBT, so feel free to join and hang out at any time. Also I have a Discord, so feel free to join there as well. Would love to see you in there. And yeah, that's it. Wish you a fantastic day and see you in the next video. And don't forget, what a good game. Bye.